I know, boys. Yeah! Good on you, Thomas Burgess! Good on you, Tommy! South Sydney! Yes! Yes! Go! Yes! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! 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 Go! Yeah! Yeah! Good on you, Joy! Let's go, boys! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! Yes! G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Cody, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the South Sydney Rabbitohs 2025 NRL draw. So by going through all the teams that they're playing once and twice, what days they play on, the 5-day turnarounds, and how many teams of like the top 4, the top 8, bottom 9 and the bottom 4 of how many times they will play in total. So this is going to be a new series I will be doing over the next few days and weeks. So bit of content to do over the off season, so I will be doing all of the 17 teams in no particular order. Obviously I will be starting off with my team, the Rabbitohs, because that's who I support and follow since I've been following rugby league. But yes, this is a brand new type of video will be doing on the channel, and yeah, it should be very exciting to go over every single one of all of the NRL draws, and should be very exciting. So when I am discussing these draws, I'm not going to say how hard the draw is or easy it is for each team. There is no such thing as an easy draw. Every team will be different going into 2025. Obviously, people say that, oh, this certain team has the hardest draw and the easiest draw. That's only because you're basing it off from the 2024 season and where they finished. So obviously, I'm not going to refer who has the easiest draw or who has the hardest draw. I'm just going to say if it's a good draw, that's all I'm going to say. But anyways, guys, before we get into the video, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Clicking that subscribe button will definitely help out and attract more viewers to the channel. But if you guys can do that, please, that'd be really appreciated. Subscribe, push that subscribe button when you can. Thank you very much. But anyways, guys, without further ado, we'll get into the Rabbitohs 2025 NRL draw. So I know I'd said it briefly at the start, but pretty much all I'm going to do is go over each round, who the Rabbits play for each round, the time slot, the day, and of course where they're playing at. Well, not really much at the venue, but just more the times and the days. I will also go over like how many days they're playing between Thursday and Sunday, 5-day turnarounds, what rounds that their buys are, and obviously how many times they play the top 8 from last year or this year, bottom 4, bottom 9, and top 4 from this year as well. So that's going to be the same with the other 16 teams when I get to them. So we will start, of course, with the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and without further ado, let's get into the first game for the Rabbitohs. And the first game, Rabbitohs start off in 2024. We have a Friday 8 o'clock game. We go up to Suncorp Stadium against the Dolphins, playing at 8 o'clock. Then we go to round 2. We travel down to Gong for the first time since 2022. We got the Dragons and Rabbitohs at Saturday 3 o'clock. Then we travel back up a week later. It's the exact same day and time slot at 3 o'clock. This time we're playing against their closest neighbour. The Shark will take on the Sharks at Shark Stadium Saturday 3 o'clock. Then we head to our first home game of the season finally. Well, our next 3 home games technically. Round 4, we have our first home game against the Panthers at Accor Stadium. A Thursday 8 o'clock game. Followed by round 5 against our arch rivals, the Sydney Roosters. Friday 8 o'clock at Accor Stadium. And then we travel for round 6 all the way to the other side of the country. We go to Western Australia for the first time since 2023 at Optus Stadium. We're playing a Saturday 5:30, Saturday 3:30 kickoff over there against the North Queensland Cowboys. I, of course, will be attending that game. It's going to be such an amazing weekend, along with another game, and that's happening as well. Then for round 7, it's Easter round with the traditional Good Friday clash between the Dogs and the Rabbitohs for a Friday 4 o'clock clash instead of the 8 o'clock, because every Friday Good Friday game there's always at 4 o'clock rather than traditional 8 o'clock or traditional 6 o'clock, since we've had that since 2012 with the 7 of 2020. Of course, the Bulldogs are the home team this time, Rabbits are the away team. Then we got Anzac round for round 8. We travel down to Melbourne. This will be the 20th time we will play there. We play against the Melbourne Storm for a Friday 8-10 game kickoff at Amy Park. Can we break the streak for the 20th time? I hope so. I'll be there for that one for sure. Then round 9. We've got Magic Round the following week. We are the first game on the Saturday. We're kicking off Saturday 3 p.m. We are taking on the Newcastle Knights for a Saturday 3 o'clock at Suncorp. And funny story enough, guys, if we go back to the COVID times in 2020, if COVID never had happened, Magic Round would have happened that year. If it did, we would have played the Knights for Magic Round in 2020. Almost the exact date, but it was just a round earlier in round 8 of 2020. I've actually got the original copy of the draw just here. May not be able to see it clearly, but it says Newcastle right there, Suncorp Stadium, Saturday 3 o'clock on the 2nd of May, and we're playing on the 3rd of May against them. That's quite ironic. So we would have played them twice at Magic Round if that was the case, but obviously this will be the first time we have played the Knights at Suncorp during Magic Round. Anyways, back to the video. In round 10, we travel back to a call for the first time since round 7. As the home team, we are playing against the Broncos for a Friday 8 o'clock game. Then we head down to Campbelltown for the second time ever against the West Tigers. We played the Tigers for a Sunday 6:15 game. And then we have our first of 3 buys in round 12. That will be the first Origin affected round as well. Round 13, we are back to Accor Stadium for another Sunday game, Sunday 2 o'clock, against the New Zealand Warriors at Accor Stadium. In round 14, we head to the nation's capital in GIO Stadium. We take on the Raiders for yet another 2 o'clock Sunday clash. That's what it should have been this year instead of a fucking 6:15. Then we head back to Accor Stadium for round 15 against the Bulldogs for yet another Sunday clash, this time a Sunday 4 o'clock. And then for round 18, or round 16 rather, we take on the Melbourne Storm once again for a Saturday 7:35 game at Accor Stadium. So we've got 4 of the next 5 games at Accor Stadium between round 13 and round 18. That is quite excellent for us at least, because we're not getting that many games there this year, unfortunately. And then to round off our 3 in a row Accor Stadium games, we're taking on the Dolphins for the second time for the first time in history. We're taking on the Dolphins for a Saturday 7:35 at Accor. Then we head over to the Northern Beaches for the first time in 4 years by that point. Round 18 on the 6th of July, a Sunday 4 o'clock clash against the Manly Sea Eagles, the first time at Brookie Vale against them in 4 years. In round 19, we have our second bye. Round 20, we head to Combank Stadium for the first time, one and only time this year against the Penrith Panthers. Remember, Panthers are there for the next 2 seasons also. Friday, 8 o'clock in round 20 against the Panthers. Then we head up to the Central Coast from where I'm from. We take on the Cronulla Sharks for a Saturday 7:35 kickoff against the Sharks at Industry Group Stadium. Then we have back-to-back away games in Queensland. In round 22, we have a Friday 8 o'clock game against the Broncos. So just like in round 10. Then we head up to Queensland again, this time to the Gold Coast at Seaway Super Stadium against the Gold Coast Titans. On Sunday 2 o'clock games. So I've got quite a few Sunday games this year, which is amazing to see. And I will be going to Seabus for the first time ever as well. I've never been there before, so can't wait to go to experience that new ground, to experience that ground, which I've never, one of the few grounds I haven't been to yet. Then we head back then to Sydney for our last 3 games in round 24, which is the second round of Indigenous round. I forgot to mention round 23 is also Indigenous round. In round 24, we have a home game at Allianz for the first time since 2023, finally. So we get to play it twice this year. We're playing the Eagles for Indigenous round, Saturday 7:35, and then we have our second 5-day turnaround, which our first one was from round 3 to 4. Now it's round 24 to round 25. We take on the Dragons for a round 25 clash at a core stadium for the first time since round 18, which is quite astonishing. Sorry, round 17, sorry. We take on the Dragons for a Thursday night game, only our second Thursday game. And then for the last, and then we got a bye for round 26, our third and final one. And then for the last round, obviously, we take on our arch rivals once again, the Sydney Roosters, for a prime time Friday 8 o'clock game at Allianz Stadium. Alright, so now I'll just get into how many days we play for each round, the buys, 5-day turnarounds, etc. Blah blah blah. So we'll start off with the days. So Thursday night we only have 2 games. Friday and Saturday we have 8 games in total for both. And then for Sunday we have 6 games. So for the last few seasons we've only had 2 or 3 Sunday games usually. Now we have double that and triple that, which is great to see, and a lot more day games as well, which I'll get to in a second. And as I mentioned, our buys are in round 12, round 19, round 26. And day and night games. This one is really interesting. So for night games, we have 14 or 15, which I'll just explain in a second. And we have 9 or 10 day games. Usually an increase from a few for the last few seasons for day games. Now, why I say 9 or 10 day games. Now, we're going to Perth against the Cowboys. Now, depending on how you see it, it's a Saturday's 5:30 local time here kickoff, but it's 3:30 over there on the West Coast. So, depending on how you look at it, you can classify this game as a day game or a night game or twilight game. I'm counting this game as the day game because I'm following where the game is being played rather than the usual time slot. So I'm going to count this one as a day game for us. If you disagree with that, that's fine with me. So 10 day games for the Rabbitohs, 14 night games for us as well. That's very good if I'm being honest. And now I'll mention how many teams we're playing across the top 8, bottom 4, bottom 9, etc. So in the top 8 in total, we are playing 13 games against the top 8. The top 4 we are playing 8 times, so that's the maximum amount. So because that means we're playing all 4 top 4 teams from this year twice across 2025. The bottom 9 we are playing them 11 times in total, and the bottom 4 we're only playing them in 3 games because we're only playing Titans once, Tigers once, and of course the Eels once across the season. Which, I mean, could have done a bit better, but it is what it is. And I will mention, before I finish up here, guys, I will mention how many teams we play each once and twice. So I will mention the teams we play twice first. So the teams we play twice first, we have the Melbourne Storm, the Sydney Roosters, the Cronulla Sharks, the Penrith Panthers, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, St George Illawarra Dragons, the Dolphins, and the Brisbane Broncos, the teams we play twice. And then the teams we play once in 2025, the Gold Coast Titans, Canberra Raiders, Parramatta Eels, West Tigers, New Zealand Warriors, Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, North Queensland Cowboys, and of course the last one, the Newcastle Knights. I think I'll just refer to them as the names as is for the other 16 videos. But overall, I will say it is a really interesting draw for us. Now, they can claim that we have the hardest draw. True, but that's basing off 2024 season, as I stated at the start of this video. But I'm not basing off any hard draws at all, or any easy draws. Each team will be different going into 2025, because obviously with player changes going amongst all 17 clubs and come from the Super League as well. But we will see how we will go in 2025. And where do I think we'll have us finishing? Obviously, I want us to make the top 8 after a very, very disappointing, shocking season this year, finishing in 16th out of 17. Our worst finish since 2008 and 2006 when we got the spoon that year, in 2008 where we finished 14th. Or if we go back to recent memory, the last time we finished that bad was 2016-17 where we finished in 12th across both of them seasons. So 2025 is shaping up to be a really interesting season for us. We've got Wayne Bennett back for the second time. Last time he was with us in 2021 from 2019 to 21 to 3 straight finals, 2 of them which were preliminary final and 1 grand final which we lost unfortunately to a kick that was missed by Reynolds, but it is what it is. So pretty much, guys, that's just going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this rather unique, different video that I posted. Like I said, I will be doing the remaining 16 teams. I don't know if it's going to be across like one video per day or multiple. We'll see how we go, but I'll get these out as soon as I can. I'll get these around. I'll get all of these out by the time mid-January comes. So stay tuned for quite a few videos, guys. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss out whenever I post a new video. Anyways, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to mention which team I'm going to do next. It's just going to be completely random. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. See you all in the next one. Also, guys, just another thing I forgot to mention as well. Free-to-air games, Rabbitohs have a total of 13 free-to-air games as well. So I will mention that for every team as well. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.